Doing today a live stream of sort of peak poses, so there won't be a lot of sun salutations in between, just focusing on enjoying really sort of shared self-practice in a way. And I'll be guiding through each pose, some favorites that I like, and hopefully you can follow along or be inspired to try. And so that's the point of the video here. So let's start off. We will do one sun salutation. Come up to the front of the mat, standing, and reaching up to the sky. Deep inhale, all the breathing through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Extending the body, lifting the heels, going the tips, go of the toes, go a little higher. All the way. Stay there for a moment. Challenge yourself. And now when you're ready, exhale breath, deep forward fold. Let yourself all the way down there. Hands to the mat. And now once you're there, release any tension in the backs of the legs. Tuck the belly. Come forward a little bit more. And now what I like to do here is go a little bit deeper, just what I call gentle insistence. So bending the knees a little bit, capture the elbows behind the calves, and then just slide those forearms down, creating a sort of a forward bend lock, if you like. Bringing the chest close to the knees. Don't stress or strain with the nose touching the shin. Just bring the torso touching the quads. Stay here for a couple breaths. And a little bit deeper on an exhale breath. And now, come out of this one safely. Bend the knees, release, hands to the mat, completely flat. Flick those wrists, stepping back into plank, and lowering down, chaturanga, and come up down dog here. Deep inhale, stay here for a bit. In the up dog. And now exhale, curling the toes, stepping back, standing lunge. Just go as deep as you can, raising the arms, going back a bit there. Keep that back leg as straight as possible, opening the psoas, front knee going forward. Remember, deep belly breath here. And when you're ready, inhale, come back to center. Hands to the heart, chin forward, bring back the knee, drop the hands to the mat. Quick reset here, child's pose. Sitting all the way back to the heels, shoulders, arms extended outwards, arms straight. I was checking my microphone these days after the last couple episodes without microphone. And now, coming back up. Curl the toes from tabletop to down dog. Pushing back those heels again one more time. Letting the head drop between the shoulders as far as possible. Using the palms for force. Getting a nice extension of the calves. And now we'll do a forward lunge on the side. Right foot forward between the hands, looking there. Keep that back foot just on the toes. Raising up to the sky, deep inhale breath. Looking back, far as you can. Pushing that knee forward, opening the psoas there. And when you're ready, chin coming forward, inhale breath. Hands to the heart, bring the knee back. Drop the hands completely flat to the mat. Back down to chaturanga. Coming up to up dog. And pushing back into down dog. Drop into tabletop. And a cobra. We'll do a cobra twist here. Always good for open lower back. So shoulders up as high as possible. Lift the chin and chest as high as possible. Deep inhale, and then on your next exhale, turn to the right. Your head as far as you can. Try to capture the view of your opposite heel, left heel in this case, looking over the right. Stay here for a couple breaths. And now, over the front. Inhale, back to center. And now, exhale, off to the other side. Again, capture the view of the heel here. Twisting the head as far as you can. Keeping the chest and the chin raised. Deep belly breathing here. And next inhale, back to center. Do a little counter, we'll come up to tabletop, back into child's pose. This time, separating the knees from the hips, getting the hips ready for things. Going forward here, just again, set all the way in the heels, arms out in front, forehead to the mat. And from here, we'll work into some inversions. So just bring the knees together, thumbs together, make a rectangle with the inner space between the forearms and the thumbs. Do not want to have your elbows out. Bring them in, make a nice stable base. Top of the crown of the head, curl the toes. Like you're just there for tabletop. We'll start off with dolphin. Stepping forward, and then just fall upwards, as it were. If you have the alignment, you should feel weightless. The sense of non-balance sometimes is having the balance already. So, interesting thing to think about. So we'll stay here just for a moment. Opening the abductors a bit. With some ankle rotations, clockwise, both feet. A few more times. And now the other direction. This is like an inversion warm-up. And now a little twist here. One side and the other. Remember, really important to keep the head centered. Calm breath. And just only focus on twisting the torso and the tops of the quads here. And when you're ready, inhale, breath back to center. Open abductor position. Service as a center point. And then exhale. Again, twisting out as far as you can comfortably, keeping your verticality. Hips in line, no wobbling. Deep belly breath. And when you're ready, back to center, inhale. They might say, hey, this is a warm-up. You did an inversion for a bit. Well, I sometimes like doing these things for 15, 20 minutes. I quite like inversions. So, facing forward, that was a short one. So, facing forward, child's pose, forehead on the mat, arms out to the front. And then we'll come up, do something for a bit of a back bend. So we'll go from camel pose back into Supta Vrajasana, Super Thunderbolt. So raising up the hands, deep inhale here, all the way, push the hips forward, Support the lower back with the thumbs, hands on the side of the waist, leaning back, opening the back, dropping the shoulders, opening the heart. Deep belly breath here. And we're going to do this slowly, starting off with camel. So one arm out, up and around, open the socket, drop it under the heel behind you, and then the other arm, up and around, open the socket, drop it on the heel, push those hips forward, let the chin drop back. Remember, deep belly breathing here. And when you're ready, extend the arms out behind you vertically, horizontally to the floor rather. And when you're feeling good here, you want to go a little lower, just gently contracting the abs, hold yourself, get those fingers on the floor, and then guide the rest of yourself down, sitting between the feet, hips, ankles are on the sides of the hips. And you can just rest here for a moment. Palms facing up. Now we'll do a little extension on this pose. So I like to just grab this little space here between the shins, use the elbows as a leverage or fulcrum. Tip the crown of the hair. And you have similar to fish. Arms out extended. Category blend. One, raise the hips a little bit higher on this. More of an arch in the back. Also, try a little bit less intensely with the hands crossed here on the shoulders. You're going to lift the hips up a little bit higher. Now you're going to feel some activation there in the quads as well. And we'll just drop ourselves down to that little space between the shin and the top of the ankle. Using the elbows as a leverage. Gently lift your head, inhale, tuck the chin forward. And now to get out of this, what I like to do is, again, same thing, using a little space there, pulling up just enough to get the thumbs for support and the elbows behind, and this way coming up in a safe manner with support on the lower lumbar. You don't want to just sit up in this position. It's an intense back bend. You gotta be careful. So from here, just using some abs, pulling forward, inhale. And now, burned it. Child's pose if you're following along. So, tabletop here, and again. Knees together, feet together, arms out in front, and just extend it. We'll stay here for a couple long breaths. Get the reset here. Then the counter pose. And now come back up, tabletop, pushing back into down dog, all the way, getting his heels drilled in, lifting the hips, letting the head drop, try to keep those arms as straight as possible, force the energy coming from the palms of the hands there, drilling into the mat. And then come up just a little bit, and we'll do two-legged dog. So that means keep that back heel on the floor, grab the other top of the foot with the counter hand. So right hand grabs the top of the left foot, for example. And just stay here for a minute. Exhale, release. Pushing back on both heels again. Get the alignment before trying the other side. And now, right foot coming up. Capture the top of the foot with the left hand. You may find one side more challenging than the other. And stay here for a moment. Exhale, release. Let yourself back down to the tabletop. And now we'll go back around the other way, onto our backs. For half bridge, leading to shoulder stand. So, just bring the heels in as close as you can. Lift the hips. Lace the fingers underneath. Tuck the shoulders one at a time. Keep those elbows in at the side as close as possible. Make it for a nice tripod of support as you're going up into shoulder stand. So now we'll lower back down. Again, keeping the arms tucked in. Just shooting the feet upwards. Capture the lower back. Supported. Adjust the shoulder blades again if you need to. You should feel the weight just there on the back of the head, very tops of the shoulders, and precisely the two elbows and triceps. Making a nice support without a lot of stress and struggle. And just a deep belly breath. Stay here for a while and enjoy it. And now, bring the knees down, exhale, release. Drop the heels back where they are. Almost have a flow here, huh? With this sequence. So now off to wheel pose. Get the fingers pointing back down towards the feet, elbows into the sides as much as possible. Remember, try to do this in 3 stages. So first of all, make sure the small of the back is completely compressed on the mat. Abs are tight, tucked in. Lifting those hips. Stage 1, top of the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, extending the arms as high as you can. Lifting the hips, pushing the chin and the chest away from the center. Now, step 3, lift the heels, lift the car jack, and try to straighten those arms just a little bit more. And again. Calm, deep belly breathing. And many times you feel you want to open a little bit more, just lift the heels, exhale, and straighten those arms, wherever you're comfortable. Remember, don't keep any tension in the glutes or the thighs. Just everything release. And send that breath right to the area of activation. And I'm ready. Exhale, release. Gently, gently. Come in the crown of the head. Lift the heels. Drop the elbows in the mat. Sometimes I like to just capture the side, the waist of the thumbs, and then tuck the chin. Another nice way to sort of come out of this. And grab the tops of the feet. Keep your lower back on the mat here. Lace the fingers across the top of the knees. And just side to side. Little knee hug here. You've earned it if you've been following along. So that's pretty much the end. We're going to go now for Shavasana. So just a normal resting Shavasana today. We will lengthen the legs out. Make sure we're completely on the mat. Palms facing up. This is a very important posture after all. A sequence of peak poses. So everything can fall back into place. So hands here at your side, shoulders flat, close your eyes, and just deep belly breathing here. And now when you're ready, reactivating. Don't fall asleep. Activate the fingers and the toes. And because it's morning, we're going to carry on with our day. Roll over to your left-hand side. This is for activating. Use the two hands as a pillow. Stay here for just a moment or so. Another deep belly breath. And one more. And now when you're ready, inhale breath using the two hands. Come up to seated. Cross-legged here. And hands to the heart for namaste. Thank you for sharing. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back putting more things here on the live stream calendar soon. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Vital Sands Yoga and Adventure channel. Have a great day. Namaste.